So you're bringing home a new puppy. It is one of the most exciting, joyful, and, let's be real, slightly terrifying moments all at once. That first week, it's a total whirlwind of adorable moments and, yeah, some pretty chaotic ones. Okay, let's dive right into this and build a game plan to make that first week a huge success for both of you. Before we even get into the how-tos, we have to start with this single most important mindset. This quote right here, this is your mantra for the entire week. You don't have to be the perfect puppy parent on day one. Your only job, really, is to make them feel safe. Everything else, all the training, the routines, it all gets built on that foundation of security. To really get what's happening, we need to completely flip our perspective. Just for a minute, let's stop thinking like a brand new owner and try to see this massive, massive change through our puppy's eyes. Now, what's so powerful about this is just how stark the contrast is. I mean, really think about it. Just yesterday, your puppy was curled up with its mom and siblings. That's the only world it's ever known. And today, all of that is just gone. They've been dropped into a new world full of strange sights, new smells, and, well, new giants. That's us. This creates a ton of stress and uncertainty, even for the bravest little pup. And understanding this, that's the real key to having patience. Okay, so knowing what they're going through, how do we actually handle the week? Well, the good news is the first 7 days tend to follow a pretty predictable pattern. So let's break down what that journey actually looks like. Let's walk through this. So the first couple of days are all about adjustment. Your puppy might be super quiet, or maybe they're bouncing off the walls. Both are totally normal reactions. Your job? Just keep everything calm and predictable. Then, around days 3 and 4, you'll start to see their true personality peek through as their confidence grows. This is the perfect time to introduce a really gentle routine. And finally, by the end of the week, they're starting to settle in. They feel safer, they get the rhythm of the house, and that all-important bond between you two, it really starts to click. So, what are the practical, everyday things you should be focusing on? Let's get into your essential toolkit. These are the core areas that are going to make the biggest difference this week. First up, sleep. And this number is kind of staggering, right? Puppies sleep between 16 and 20 hours a day. Their little brains and bodies are growing so incredibly fast, and sleep is absolutely essential for that. So the most crucial thing you can do is give them a quiet, safe space, like a cozy crate and a calm area where they can get all the rest they desperately need without being disturbed. Next, the one everyone gets a little stressed about, toilet training. It literally starts the second they walk in your door. The formula is pretty simple, but boy, does it require dedication. You're taking them out constantly, especially at those key moments, right after they wake up, right after they eat, right after a play session. And look, step 3 is the most important one. Expect accidents. They are going to happen. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Every single successful trip outside is a huge win. And yep, training also starts right away, but it looks a little different than you might think. We're not talking about complex tricks here, we're just focused on the absolute basics, helping them learn their name, maybe a simple sit, and starting to establish some gentle boundaries. The most important rule of all, keep these sessions super, super short, like just a minute or two, and always, always keep them positive and fun. Now, it wouldn't be a real survival guide if we didn't talk about the bumps in the road. And trust me, these challenges are going to pop up. But when you understand why they're happening, they become so much easier to handle. This table is brilliant because it really shows you the why behind the what. That crying at night, it's not them being difficult. It's a perfectly normal response to being alone for the very first time. Those accidents inside, it's just part of learning a brand new language. And all that biting and chewing, it's a mix of teething pain and them just exploring their new world with their mouth. Seeing these things as normal parts of adjustment, not as behavioral problems, completely changes the game. And because we want to set our puppies up for success, here are the big things we really want to avoid. The biggest one, by far, is just doing way too much too soon. You have to resist that urge to introduce them to all your friends and family in the first few days. That overload just creates stress. In the same way, inconsistent rules create confusion, and punishing accidents only creates fear, which actually slows down learning. See how it all comes back to that first slide? Focused on security, not perfection. And that brings us to our final and honestly our most important takeaway. It's really about reframing our entire mindset for this first week and, well, for the whole journey ahead. I want you to let this one really sink in. Your puppy is not chewing on your shoe to annoy you. They're not having an accident on the rug to spite you. They are a baby animal, learning how to figure out the rules of a completely alien world. Every single interaction is a lesson. And when you start to see their behavior through this lens of learning instead of disobedience, you'll naturally respond with patience and guidance, not frustration. Because that's what this is all about, right? This first week, it might feel a little bit chaotic, but it is the foundation for years and years of companionship, fun, and so much love. So take a deep breath, take it slow, stay consistent, and just focus on building that bond. You're at the very beginning of an incredible journey with your new best friend.